Good morning, friends. My today's topic is deference to breaking the shackles. I mean to say, what was the position of Honorable Supreme Court of India by interpreting fundamental rights in 1950 and what it was in the latest days. If we talk about earlier days, that was era of judicial restraint. I mean to say deference to statutory authorities. In its earlier years, the Honorable Supreme Court adopted a cautious approach, adhering strictly to the letter of the law and showing deference to the legislature or executive. I can simply quote one law, that is A.K. Gopalan versus State of Madras 1950. In this case, Mr. A.K. Gopalan, who was a reputed communist leader, arrested under Preventive Detention Act 1950. He challenged his prevention as violating his fundamental rights. But the Honorable Court, by narrowly interpreting his fundamental rights, upheld his detention and narrowly interpreted Article 21, which talks about right to life and personal liberty. And it said that procedure established by law has been followed, so the detention is as per law. So it narrowly interpreted. Later on, there comes the era of breaking cycles of statutory and to give relief to the parties. We can say the era of judicial activism emerged. It was the timing of 1970. The Honorable Court began asserting itself, especially during constitutional crisis. It started interpreting the Constitution more expansively, particularly with regard to fundamental rights. I can give the example of Keshwananda Bharti versus State of Kerala of 1973. In this case, Keshavananda Bharti, who was petitioner, challenged the validity of constitutional amendments that affected his property rights. And the court was liberal enough by interpreting the articles, fundamental rights, and it introduced a doctrine of basic structure, ruling that Parliament's amending power could not alter the Constitution's basic structure. So, this landmark judgment marked a turning point, with the court asserting its authority to review and limit legislative actions. This is whatsoever I want to say. That's all. God bless you all.